I think all of us by now, we like, can 2023 be over, guys? Honestly speaking, because it's just getting too much. And I mean, when I heard the news of the passing of Umbongeni Ngema, I was like, no. And especially with by accident, I'm like, with the accident stories and all of that, I was like, no, man, no. But yeah, he's gone. But one other thing that we're going to talk about, Umbongeni Ngema, and I think he's one person that needs no introduction. This is a global icon, a legend, someone who was there, 1976 class, Sarafina. And that's a reason why when we talk about Umbongeni Ngema's talent, being a producer, what else? A composer, he was everything. He was everything. He was one of those people that told himself, Kuti, I'm not going to stop this talent. There's one thing that I'm going to hold on to is the talent that I have. Whether it was even before we thought of democracy and all of that, but Umbongeni was out there. That's why a lot of people have actually said, Guti, now I was raised by Umbongeni Ngema because that's how I knew the politics. That's how I knew music, traditional music, and at its core. We understand. So, Lala Gatle Baba, rest in peace. Once again, this is someone who's actually played a big role, a huge role, to make sure that he goes out there. He's got the South African flag, not just for himself, but for the country as a whole, for Africa as a whole. It's exactly what I usually and I normally say, that when you are here, my friend. And this is one of the lessons that we are taking to 2024. You are here, and therefore you should be making your mark, and it doesn't matter what. It does not matter. Instead of being at home crying, which I don't have, I'll never be anything. Please, my friend, please. And one thing about Umbongeni, he had so much to tell about history. Not just history in South Africa, but specifically history Yamazulu. You understand? He would actually narrate the stories, and when you listen to him, obviously for someone who's young and you are also not into understanding who you are as in terms of your history, your culture, then you wouldn't be interested. So please, if you have a chance, watch all his interviews, especially the interview with David Mashabela. Big ups to you, my brother. Well done. And this is what we don't do with our people. It's like when we have those interviews, we feel like the biggest platforms should be the ones that are doing these interviews. Maybe it's because they don't have the mandate, or maybe they don't have the resources. I don't know. I don't even want to get into that, because right now we have interviews of Umbongeni Ngema that we can actually hold on to. Interviews that were done by, I'll say, YouTubers that are not even close to the biggest platforms. But it's okay. It's fine. We're all playing our role, isn't it? But rest in peace, Baba. You were here. One thing for sure, uyenzile indima yakho, idlalile. You were here. Wenze konke okhona ukwenza. Umuntu mayisithi Mbongeni Ngema, umuntu mayisithi Ngema, uyazi ukuthi, you know what, the first person that comes into your mind is Umbongeni Ngema, because this is one person that is actually taking the legacy yakwa Ngema to another height, man, to somewhere where we all dream of. So my friend, as we go to 2024, once again, let's just dream big. It doesn't matter where you are. Give yourself some time. Don't bang on yourself. Don't feel like it's not going to happen. I will never be anything. If you listen to and watch stories, Umbongeni Ngema, this is someone who was not well educated, as people would say, but who was very fluent in articulating himself and speaking the language, which is not our language, not our mother tongue, but he was very good at it. This is someone who will tell you about the history yakwangema as a family, the history yamaZulu. Understand? So big ups to him. I hope that his legacy will actually stay alive, man, with us. And siyabulela, siyabonga baba. And let's just get into, there is no way we're going to talk about Umbongeni Ngema and not speak about Uleleti Khumalo, who was the star Sarafina. You know, I can imagine how she feels as well, because as much as she's moved on, she's got a family, she's a wife, she's a mother, but also this is someone that was married to Umbongeni Ngema for the longest time, you know. And obviously it does get to her, Uguti, my goodness, this person is no longer with us. You understand? And only this year, she was actually busy working on Sarafina, obviously advertising Sarafina, because, you know, when you are an artist, you need to have an understanding that there are things that you need to grow and forget about them. Even if you had issues with someone, like in this case, they had a marriage and they were no longer together. She moved on, got married to someone else, to a loving husband, beautiful kids, but also they had a history with Umbongeni, and the history that they had will never be raised, especially Sarafina and all the other movies that Sarafina has, Sarafina, Uleleti Khumalo has actually taken part of. So it was not, for me, it was not a strange thing when Uleleti sent a press release to say, hold up. I know, because people now are starting to talk about, he didn't treat her well. She was only 15. Guys, you say these things when someone is still alive. So when then okay, maybe let me just take that one back. Okay, let me just take it back. But in any case, Uleleti came out and said, guys, hold up. Let's just ngesizotha. And I believe in that. Asinikeze ifamily yakambongeni Ngema to mourn him. I'm saddened as well. But right now, let's just let ifamily nje mourn. And obviously, it's kind of saying, take me out of it, because I never had, I've never fought Umbongeni on this platform. So let him rest. And he's never fought me on these platforms. So let him rest. Tina ngesizulu siyazila. Like, it's exactly what I was saying to someone, Huti, kuyazilwa. As Africans, siyazila. Understand what you're supposed to say, maybe say it, but also don't forget about the person who's just passed on. We need to give them isizotha. Yes, for those who don't know what happened, he was involved in an accident on his way from a funeral eLusikisiki. And it was a head-on collision. I've seen the pictures. I've seen those images. I cannot. I can't. I can't. And apparently, he said the paramedics came. He said Lee died I think at the hospital, but you know, I would say some people say on his way, but I mean, he went to the hospital, but he died. They couldn't do anything else. He was already gone, I think, when he got to the hospital. Please don't come and fetch me. We are just saying that he was never treated by the doctors, because obviously it was too late. I think the impact of the accident, the images that I saw, my friend, are the images that say, I mean, he could have just died just on the scene by the impact of what I saw. But because he is that strong person, he survived until for him, it was just time. Asimkhululeni once again to say, hamba kahle baba, hamba kahle Qhawe. You are a legend. You will still remain a legend to all of us and our kids, our grandchildren, generations to come. Abontanga bethu, they will always know that there was Umbongeni Ngema in South Africa, in Africa, globally. Siyabulela. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button. I'll see you on the next one.